The funny thing was, I was going to title this video How Relationships Are Becoming More Unhealthy. But I was like, nah, that would kind of make people think that I was going to offer you know, different ways that relationships are becoming unhealthy. Like, for one, this way, then two, that way, then three, this way. Like, that's not what this video is about. So, just getting right to the point, relationships are becoming more unhealthy. Ironically, or paradoxically speaking, here's how. But not a step by step order. Um, well, I mean, just getting into time to court someone and just trying to keep this aspect as unisex as possible. Even though one can read between the lines, you understand where I'm coming from. But there's just a lot of effort and energy that goes into trying to get closer with somebody, only for you to realize that they're mentally and emotionally unstable. And that will eventually affect you and how you feel on the inside. We all have our inner waters. And so water is affected by the frequency and vibration, is it not? So just think about how the frequency and vibration is affecting your inner waters. If it is disturbing your waters, it's disturbing all of your other vital organs. And as you get older, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot afford to be around low vibrational people. There's probably a lot of things that are hard to avoid about this world and what we have to deal with, like, electronics and things like that, right? Other things that can affect our inner waters. But you can, to the best of your ability, keep in mind the type of people you should be having in your life as you get older. Because, you know, some people put themselves in the early grave dealing with low vibrational people, especially those that you want to love and mean the world to you, but you do not mean the world to them. Because if you did mean the world to them, first of all, they wouldn't leave you. And then, second of all, they wouldn't be giving you a hard time while they are in your life. So, that aspect of someone meaning the world to you, y'all should mean the world to each other. That should be reciprocal. So, in essence, a person that don't feel like you mean the world to them, they see themselves living in this world without you. Keep that in mind. So this is this is in essence how a lot of relationships are becoming more unhealthy because we're getting around people that merely just coexist with you. They're not really seeing you as someone important in their life and they're treating you that way. So you feel this void. You feel this painful void, as a matter of fact. You feel it every day. You feel like this person is just getting on with life every day without you, even while you're calling yourself being with them, you know, growing closer with them. You're growing closer with them in your own heart and in your own emotions, but they're getting further away from you. They already were distant with you to begin with, but they're becoming more distant. It's becoming harder for you to even talk to them, especially, you know, if you had to pursue them, now it becomes a chase. Now you constantly trying to keep this person around. You had to do a lot to get this person around. You shouldn't have had to do that. But now you're doing just as much to keep this person around. And that takes a toll on you emotionally, even medically. There is this such thing as a broken heart disease that exists. So before you get too involved emotionally with a person, make sure they're that involved with you. Otherwise, they're just making up stuff. They're not being honest with you. They can say all they want that, well, I had love for you, at first sight, or I really was attracted to you initially. Yeah, we're going to see about that. We're going to see if you're going to be able to stick around. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to see about all that. True love never dies, and true love never gives up on the other person. Relationships are becoming more unhealthy because most people don't love you like they say that they do. They don't even like you like they say they do. They just like something about you. They might even love something about you, but they don't, you know, love you for you. They don't even like you for you, you know? So we're just getting more to a point of where it's just taking a toll on us. You haven't even seen the person yet in person. Let's say, depending on how y'all met, whether online, you might have met that person through a person, and maybe you met them along the way, in public, but y'all haven't hung out yet. And you can't even get to the point of hanging out with this person. They're already making things difficult for you, and y'all haven't even hung out yet. So just imagine if y'all even did hang out. Okay, that went well, but then they still make things difficult for you. Like, I thought we got past this. Why is this still to where you're being this difficult? That takes a toll on you as you get older. And like I said, some people go to an early grave dealing with that. It's unhealthy. It's becoming more unhealthy in these times to court, to even try to get close with somebody. And the only way this is going to work is if that person is reciprocal with how much they like you, how much they want to be close to you. Like, it has to be reciprocal, just like a heart. Some people will try to think you're a maniac for it. You're crazy because you want them to be consistent with communication, dedication, and appreciation. Okay, the heart does the same thing. Without that, you're flatline. So as far as I'm concerned with this relationship, it's flatline because I don't see that consistency from you, right? You can let a person know that. You can't be putting all your energy into constantly trying to revive something that doesn't have a chance of surviving. It's just going to become very unhealthy for you. Thanks a million.